Hey, good morning, everybody. Man, it's great to be with you here on what is this Marvelous Monday, and it's early, and I'm way ahead of schedule. I usually do these between 7 and 7:30, sometimes almost 8, but I'm doing it a little before 7, and I think I'm going to start creeping even earlier and earlier because many of you just catch it later, and man, that's fine too. And so, but I do appreciate you watching. I appreciate everybody that tunes into these every day. I got to be more consistent. This is one of a big deal for me is being consistent on stuff, and because we can tend to be just kind of, well, we'll do it if we feel like it. Well, let's not do it if we feel like it. Let's commit ourselves to the Lord, amen. And somebody reminded me of that last week when I missed a couple days, and reminded me of what his departed wife had said to me, and man, it really convicted me of it, and so I'm going to really come to you more often and be more consistent, and I want to because I really enjoy them. Although some days I just feel like man, I just got to rush out the door. Well, I don't have to. Hurry is what? The death of prayer. And so we want to take the time and have margin in our lives and just serve the Lord any way we can. And so this morning, man, I tell you what, it is one of the great ones. When I was a kid, if you know me now, and if you've just known me in the last 10 years or so, or 20 even, it is nothing like how I grew up as a kid. I was very shy, very awkward, and just really, I was just, and I was one of those kids that got picked on all the time. And so, just being rejected on a constant basis was tough. And then, now that I've been a pastor all these years, there's sometimes that people just have not like me for whatever reason. It's hard to imagine, isn't it? Not liking me? What? And so there are a few. And when that happens, I will dwell on that forever. And I've talked about this before. And all pastors go through this. Everybody goes through this. We're all humans. And and what do we want? We want to be liked. We want to be. We want someone we want to be loved. And so. And when we get those affections and we get those affirmations, man, we just beam with joy. But when we get those rejections, man, it really just kills us and it brings us down, and we get down sometimes to the very bottom of our depression and hurt. But listen to this verse today in the quiet time, and I hope you'll read it because it just really nails it down good. But listen to this verse: even if my father and my mother abandoned me. Now, you think about that, I grew up with great parents and my brother, and so we just, the home was great, and there wasn't, when they lived their whole life together. And, but, when I married Tina, it was just the opposite. Her mother was just a single mother most of her life, and so we were just, Tina and I were just about as opposite. I was country, she was city, and so, how we ever got together, Lord only knows, amen. But, I know there are people in their lives that, even with Tina never knew who her father was. And so, we feel abandoned by these things. But listen to what he says: even if my father and my mother abandon me, the Lord will hold me close. Amen. I love that the Lord can hold us close, even though we may feel abandoned, we may feel rejected, but I want you to know that the Lord is there, and He holds you close, and He's there with you, and He'll walk with you. Man, if you got a tough week ahead of you, God is right there with you, just to hold you close and to grip you, and just to keep you in His arms, and to love you with an unconditional love. You know what I mean? And He just really He just wants that close, intimate relationship with you. And so what you have to do, you have to foster that. You have to build that. You have to grow that. And you have to just hold Him close too. Draw near to me, God says, and I'll draw near to you. Man, I tell you what, I know somebody needed that today, that you're just feeling down and rejected. But I want you to know that God is right there, and He is right close with you. So hang on to that. Amen? Amen. All right, God bless you. Hey, we'll see you next time. Bye.